Have you ever spent a fortune on the latest creams and serums, only to still look in the mirror and see dull, problematic skin and constant new breakouts? What if I told you the secret to perfect skin isn't in your makeup bag, but right there on your plate? Yes, you heard that correctly. Today we're exposing the complete truth about how food impacts your complexion. We're not just going to list a few healthy products. We're diving deep into the science to figure out which foods can genuinely replace a visit to the dermatologist and which ones are secretly sabotaging all your efforts. Get ready, because after this video, your trips to the grocery store will never be the same. The main question we'll answer is this: can you truly eat your way to glowing skin? Spoiler alert, yes you can, and we're going to tell you exactly how. Before we dive into specific foods, let's take a quick look behind the scenes. Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it's constantly regenerating. Think of it like a construction site where new cells are being built every second. So, what's the raw material for this construction? Exactly, the essential nutrients we get from our diet. Collagen, which keeps your skin firm and youthful, doesn't just appear out of thin air. It needs vitamin C to be produced. Similarly, your cell membranes, which protect your skin from harmful environmental factors, won't be strong without healthy fats. If you supply this construction site with poor quality materials, think processed sugars and trans fats, the resulting building is going to be weak and fragile. This leads to inflammation, which means breakouts and acne. It slows down cell turnover, resulting in a dull complexion, and your protective barrier weakens. Understanding this simple principle is the key to everything. We aren't just treating problems externally. We're solving them from the inside out by giving our cells exactly what they need for true health and radiance. Let's start with the fundamentals. The most crucial allies for our skin are healthy fats, specifically omega-3 fatty acids. They're incredibly powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Think of every breakout or pimple as a small fire raging on your skin. Omega-3s are the internal fire crew that rushes in to extinguish that flame from within. They strengthen cellular membranes, making your skin more resilient, elastic, and hydrated, essentially lubricating it from the inside out. So, where do we find these skin saviors? Primarily that means fatty, cold water fish like salmon, mackerel, and herring. You'll also find high levels of omega-3s in walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Try to incorporate these foods into your diet just 2 or 3 times a week, and your skin will thank you by becoming noticeably calmer and more hydrated. This isn't a quick fix, like a temporary mask effect. It is a long-term investment in your foundational health. Moving on to the next superstar on our list, vitamin C. While most people only think of it when fighting a cold, it is absolutely essential for your skin. Vitamin C acts as the master builder at the construction site we discussed earlier. Without it, collagen synthesis simply cannot happen. Collagen is the essential framework of our skin, responsible for its firmness and youthful bounce. As we age, collagen production naturally slows down, leading to wrinkles. Consistent intake of vitamin C helps keep this vital production process functioning at its optimal level. But that's only part of the story. Vitamin C is also a potent antioxidant. It protects your skin from free radicals, those damaging molecules formed by sun exposure and environmental pollution that break down our cells. Think of it as your invisible shield. You don't have to rely solely on oranges to find it. Bell peppers, especially the red ones, kiwi, broccoli, strawberries, and black currants, contain huge amounts of vitamin C. Just one bell pepper can cover your daily requirement and then some. Vitamin C is always paired with its loyal partner, vitamin E. If we consider vitamin C the shield, then vitamin E is the restorer. It is also an extremely powerful antioxidant, and crucially, it is fat-soluble. This means it integrates directly into the skin's lipid barrier, protecting it from oxidation. Simply put, it prevents the oils in your skin from oxidizing and becoming damaged due to sun exposure and environmental toxins. This helps prevent hyperpigmentation and ensures a more even skin tone. Furthermore, vitamin E has potent healing properties. It speeds up regeneration and helps fade the appearance of post-acne marks. Together, vitamin C and E amplify each other's effects, creating a virtually impenetrable defense system. The richest sources of vitamin E are vegetable oils, especially sunflower and almond oil, as well as nuts like almonds and hazelnuts, and sunflower seeds. Eating a handful of almonds daily is an excellent habit for overall beauty and health. Let's move on to vitamin A, or more specifically, its precursor, beta-carotene, the pigment responsible for that vibrant orange color in fruits and vegetables. Vitamin A is a key regulator of cellular turnover. It ensures that old, dead skin cells shed properly, making way for new, healthy ones. When this process is disrupted, pores become clogged, the skin looks dull, and you start seeing blackheads and inflammation. This is exactly why retinoids, which are derivatives of vitamin A, are so popular and effective in acne treatment. But we can also support our skin health from the inside out. Once ingested, beta-carotene is naturally converted into vitamin A in the body. It doesn't just normalize cell renewal. It also helps control sebum, or oil production, which is crucial for those with oily and acne-prone skin. Look for it in all those orange foods, carrots, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes, as well as in dark leafy greens like spinach and kale. One important point to remember: beta-carotene is fat-soluble. So make sure you consume your carrots or other sources with a little oil or fat, like a dash of olive oil or some sour cream. Now let's talk about minerals, and first up is zinc. If you are prone to acne, or find that cuts and scrapes take forever to heal, you might be deficient in this essential element. Zinc is truly a powerhouse for your skin. First, it has potent antibacterial properties that help suppress the growth of acne-causing bacteria. Second, it regulates sebum production in the oil glands, effectively reducing skin oiliness. Third, zinc plays a crucial role in healing and regeneration. It helps wounds close faster and lowers the risk of scarring and post-acne marks. It is truly the #1 mineral for troubled skin. So, where can you find it? Oysters are famously the champions when it comes to zinc content. But for everyday sources, you can easily get zinc from pumpkin seeds, beef, lentils, and chickpeas. Try sprinkling pumpkin seeds on your salads. It's a simple and delicious way to support your skin health. Let's talk about another vital micronutrient that often gets overlooked: selenium. It works in close partnership with vitamin E, significantly boosting its antioxidant power. Selenium is a key component of enzymes designed to protect your cells from oxidative stress. Simply put, it helps your skin fight back against environmental aggressors, especially UV radiation. Now, it certainly doesn't replace your physical sunscreen, but it provides a crucial, extra layer of protection from the inside out. Research suggests that maintaining adequate selenium levels can reduce the risk of sunburn and minimize sun-induced DNA damage to skin cells. This makes it an essential element in preventing photoaging and may even play a role in skin cancer prevention. The easiest and most concentrated natural source of selenium. That would be the Brazil nut. Just 1 or 2 nuts per day can easily meet your entire recommended daily intake. Just be careful not to overdo it, as excessive selenium intake can be toxic. Let's take a moment to step back and talk about antioxidants generally. We've already touched on important ones like vitamin C, E, and selenium. But what exactly are antioxidants, and why does everyone seem to be talking about them? Think of it this way. Our bodies are constantly undergoing complex chemical reactions. As a result of these processes, plus external factors like stress, sun exposure, and pollution, unstable molecules are created. These are known as free radicals. They're like tiny molecular bandits zooming around our system, damaging healthy cells, including skin cells, which ultimately contributes to premature aging. Antioxidants, on the other hand, are essentially the body's defense mechanism, or the police force, neutralizing these dangerous intruders. The more antioxidant-rich foods we include in our diet, the stronger and more reliably protected our skin becomes. It's important to understand that an antioxidant isn't just one single compound. It's an entire army of diverse substances. And here's a key common trait. They're often vibrantly colored. This is why the main dietary principle is always eat the rainbow. The more different colors you have on your plate, the greater variety of antioxidants you are consuming. Within the world of antioxidants, there's a unique group we call polyphenols. These are powerful plant compounds responsible for giving plants their color, flavor, and protection against pests. When it comes to our skin, however, they work absolute wonders. One of the best-known polyphenols is epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG, found in green tea. It's known to reduce inflammation, offer sun protection, and can even help combat acne breakouts. Another prime example is resveratrol, which you find in the skin of dark grapes, and consequently in red wine. This compound activates proteins responsible for cellular longevity and repair. Finally, flavonoids found in dark chocolate, we're talking 70% cocoa or higher, significantly boost circulation in the skin, leaving it firmer, more hydrated, and noticeably radiant. So, incorporating a cup of high-quality green tea and a few squares of dark chocolate into your daily routine isn't just a treat, it's a genuine beauty ritual. Just remember, moderation is always key. Let's talk about another powerful carotenoid antioxidant that definitely deserves our attention: lycopene. It's the pigment responsible for giving tomatoes their rich, red color. Lycopene is considered one of the most potent protectors against photoaging. It accumulates in the skin and essentially acts as an internal sunscreen, absorbing harmful UV rays from within. Studies have shown that individuals who regularly consume lycopene-rich foods are significantly less susceptible to sunburn. Now, this doesn't mean you should ditch your SPF cream, but it definitely provides a major boost to your overall sun protection. Here's an interesting fact. Lycopene is actually better absorbed by the body after it has been heated and when consumed with fats. That's why tomato paste, stewed tomatoes, or tomato soup with a drizzle of olive oil will offer far more benefits to your skin than eating a plain, fresh tomato. So feel free to load up on cooked tomatoes in your meals, especially during the summer months. Now, let's move on to one of the most talked about topics in modern nutrition, the gut-skin connection. We call this the gut-skin axis. Our gut is home to trillions of bacteria, collectively known as the microbiome. When the good bacteria thrive, things run smoothly. But if that balance is disrupted, a condition known as dysbiosis, and the harmful bacteria start to take over, the wall of the gut becomes inflamed. This inflammation makes the intestinal lining more permeable, often referred to as leaky gut, allowing toxins that should have been expelled to leak into the bloodstream. The body attempts to eliminate these toxins through the skin, which is exactly what triggers common conditions like acne, eczema, and rosacea. This is why healthy skin is directly linked to a healthy gut. So how do we support gut health? The key lies in probiotics, the live beneficial bacteria our bodies need. You can find them in fermented foods such as plain, unsweetened yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi. Consuming these regularly helps rebalance your gut flora, minimize overall inflammation in the body, and consequently lead to clearer skin. If probiotics are the good bacteria, then prebiotics are essentially their food source. It's pointless to introduce beneficial microorganisms into your gut if you don't give them anything to eat. Prebiotics are specialized types of fiber. Instead of being digested in the upper gastrointestinal tract, they travel intact down to the large intestine, where they serve as nourishment for our friendly gut flora. As these bacteria consume prebiotics, they multiply and produce highly beneficial compounds, such as short-chain fatty acids. These acids are known to reduce inflammation throughout the entire body, even in the skin. Therefore, by incorporating prebiotics into your daily routine, you create an optimal environment for probiotics, significantly boosting their positive effects. Where can you find them? Foods rich in prebiotics include onions, garlic, leeks, asparagus, bananas, especially those that are slightly unripe, chicory root, and whole grain foods. This just further proves that true wellness and beauty begin with a healthy digestive system. You might think this is simple, right? But the most vital, yet often ignored, nutrient for our skin, water. Our skin is actually more than 60% water. When the body lacks fluids, it prioritizes more vital organs and starts pulling that moisture directly from the skin. As a result, the skin becomes dehydrated. It's crucial not to confuse this with having a naturally dry skin type. Even oily skin can be dehydrated. Dehydrated skin loses its elasticity, looks dull, shows wrinkles more prominently, and often starts flaking. What's worse, in an attempt to protect itself, dehydrated oily skin may produce even more sebum, leading to clogged pores and new breakouts. Drinking enough clean water helps maintain hydration from the inside out, flushes out toxins, and improves blood circulation, ensuring that essential nutrients reach the skin cells. While the exact amount varies for everyone, aiming for 1.5 to 2 liters of pure water daily is a great starting guideline. Let's spotlight a few superstar foods. Our first champion is the avocado. This fruit is a genuine powerhouse of benefits for your skin. First, it's rich in monounsaturated fatty acids. These are key for keeping the skin hydrated and supple, as they strengthen its natural lipid barrier. Second, avocados contain ample vitamin E, which acts as a powerful protector against oxidative stress, helping the skin repair itself. Third, you get vitamin C, an essential component required for collagen synthesis. This triple threat combination makes the avocado an ideal food for combating dryness and premature aging. Furthermore, avocados contain compounds that may offer a layer of protection against UV damage. Add avocado to your salads, blend it into smoothies, or enjoy it on toast. Your skin will thank you for this incredibly nourishing treat. Let's move on to our next hero product, one we've mentioned before but truly deserves the spotlight. Fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring. These aren't just meals. They're medicine for your skin. Their greatest value lies in the extremely high concentration of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These acids provide potent anti-inflammatory action. They work to soothe the skin when dealing with conditions like acne, eczema, psoriasis, and rosacea. They literally put out the internal fire that shows up on your skin as redness and visible breakouts. Furthermore, fatty fish is an excellent source of high-quality protein, the fundamental building block for new cells, along with vitamin E and zinc. Certain types, such as salmon, contain astaxanthin, another powerful antioxidant that actively fights free radicals. Aim to eat fatty fish twice a week, and you'll start noticing your skin becoming clearer, smoother, and significantly calmer. Let's move on to a dessert you absolutely can, and should, eat every single day. Berries. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and cranberries are true antioxidant powerhouses. Their vibrant color comes from anthocyanins, powerful flavonoids that shield our cells from damage. The darker the berry, the higher the anthocyanin content. These compounds help fight oxidative stress, which is a major driver of skin aging. They strengthen capillary walls, improving microcirculation and giving you a brighter complexion. Plus, berries are loaded with vitamin C, which, as we know, is essential for collagen production, and they're also packed with fiber, which is crucial for supporting a healthy gut. It's best to eat berries fresh or frozen, as heat processing can destroy some of those valuable nutrients. Try adding them to your oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or just enjoy them by the handful. Another group of foods that should be in the diet of anyone serious about their skin health is nuts and seeds. They are a highly concentrated source of nutrients. Almonds and sunflower seeds are powerhouses when it comes to vitamin E content. Walnuts are an excellent plant-based source of omega-3 fatty acids. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, a mineral crucial for managing problematic or blemish-prone skin. Chia and flax seeds deliver omega-3s along with a huge amount of fiber, which acts like a natural cleansing brush for your gut. And of course, Brazil nuts, as we already know, are the top source for selenium. Nuts and seeds make the perfect snack. They are incredibly satisfying, keeping you full for hours while delivering a ton of benefits. The crucial thing is to choose raw, unsalted, and unroasted options, and always remember portion control, as these are high-calorie foods. Just one small handful a day is enough to supply your skin with the essential fats, vitamins, and minerals it needs to truly thrive. And last, but certainly not least, on our list of heroes is broccoli. This vegetable is a true superfood. Broccoli is packed with vitamins A, C, and E, plus zinc and lutein, a powerful carotenoid that shields your skin from oxidation and dryness. But broccoli's greatest treasure is a unique compound called sulforaphane. This compound boasts powerful protective properties. Sulforaphane helps neutralize damaging free radicals and activates the body's natural defense systems. Research suggests it can protect skin from sun damage and may even play a role in preventing skin cancer. To maximize your intake of sulforaphane, it's best to eat broccoli raw or lightly steamed for just a few minutes. Boiling it for too long destroys these beneficial compounds. So, embrace this powerful green vegetable, and your skin will reward you with health and a natural glow. Now that we've covered the friends of our skin, it's time to meet its enemies. And the number one enemy, without a doubt, is sugar and high glycemic index foods. This category includes not only typical sweets and pastries, but also white bread, white rice, and sugary drinks. When we consume these products, our blood sugar levels spike rapidly. In response, the body produces a significant amount of insulin. This, in turn, stimulates the production of androgens, the male hormones. These hormones force the sebaceous glands to work harder, generating more oil, or sebum. The result is an oily shine, clogged pores, and breakouts. But that's not all. Excess sugar triggers a complex process called glycation. Sugar molecules essentially glue themselves to proteins, specifically collagen and elastin. These cross-linked fibers become stiff and brittle. As a result, the skin loses its firmness and elasticity, and wrinkles start to appear. Sugar literally ages our skin from the inside out. Let's quickly address a persistent myth about sugar. Many people believe that only refined white sugar is harmful, and alternatives, like brown sugar, coconut sugar, agave syrup, or honey, are healthy substitutes. Unfortunately, when we look at skin health, that perspective is misleading. From a biochemical standpoint, your body treats them all as simple carbohydrates. They cause a sharp blood sugar spike, triggering the exact same harmful processes: excessive insulin production and glycation. Yes, unrefined sweeteners might contain slightly more trace nutrients, but that amount is negligible compared to the systemic harm caused by the sugar itself. Therefore, if your goal is clear and youthful skin, you need to reduce all types of added sugar across the board. Of course, this doesn't mean you need to cut out sweetness entirely. Instead, look to whole fruits for sweetness, because the natural sugar comes packaged with essential fiber, which significantly slows down absorption. Dairy products, specifically milk, are the next item under intense scrutiny by dermatologists. For many individuals, the link between consuming milk and experiencing acne flare-ups is quite evident. Why is this the case? There are a few key theories. Firstly, milk naturally contains hormones that can overstimulate the sebaceous glands. Secondly, similar to refined sugars, dairy consumption causes a rapid spike in insulin and insulin-like growth, factor 1, or IGF-1. This growth factor accelerates the turnover of skin cells, potentially leading to clogged pores, while simultaneously increasing sebum production. Interestingly, skim milk seems to have the strongest association with acne, perhaps due to specific methods used during its processing. It's crucial to understand, however, that the reaction to dairy products is highly individualized. Some people can drink milk by the latter without any skin consequences, while others may experience breakouts, even after consuming just a small piece of cheese. If you suspect this link applies to you, try eliminating all dairy products for 3 to 4 weeks and closely monitor your skin's condition. We need to debunk a common myth here. Not all dairy products are equally harmful. The problem is mostly linked to whole milk and products that cause a sharp insulin spike. However, fermented dairy products, such as natural yogurt, kefir, or cottage cheese, especially the full-fat varieties, are tolerated much better by many people. The fermentation process changes their composition entirely. Lactose is partially broken down, and the beneficial bacteria, the probiotics we discussed, actually benefit our gut, and consequently, our skin. Therefore, you shouldn't blindly eliminate all dairy from your diet. If you decide to experiment, try excluding standard milk first, and keep the fermented products. It's possible the true cause of your problems lies in milk, rather than in your cheese or kefir. Always listen to your body. And finally, the absolute enemy, not just of your skin, but of your entire body, is trans fats and ultra-processed foods. Trans fats are artificially created fats found in margarine, fast food, commercial baked goods, chips, and many sauces. They trigger severe systemic inflammation throughout the body. For your skin, this translates into acne flare-ups, redness, and accelerated aging. These fats destroy cells and disrupt the normal function of the lipid barrier, leaving your skin vulnerable to external aggressors. Ultra-processed foods are products that have gone through multiple stages of industrial processing. They contain a massive amount of additives, things like artificial colors, preservatives, and flavor enhancers, as well as excessive sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats. This kind of food offers zero nutritional value, yet it overloads our body's detoxification systems and constantly fuels inflammation. If you want truly healthy skin, your diet must be built around whole, minimally processed foods. Let's circle back to the topic of water and clarify a crucial nuance: the difference between dry skin and dehydrated skin. Dry skin is a type determined by genetics. It naturally lacks lipids, the essential fats that form the protective barrier. This type tends to be thin, matte, and prone to developing premature wrinkles. Dehydrated skin, however, is a temporary condition where the skin is lacking moisture, meaning water. And, as we've discussed, any skin type can become dehydrated, even oily skin. So how do you tell them apart? Dry skin needs nourishing, rich creams to provide those missing oils. Dehydrated skin requires hydrating products containing ingredients like hyaluronic acid and glycerin, and most importantly, sufficient water intake from within. If your typically oily skin suddenly looks dull or starts flaking, don't rush to buy a heavy oily cream. Chances are, you simply need to drink more water. Restoring that internal hydration balance will quickly bring back its tone and healthy glow. Another often overlooked yet crucial component of a skin-healthy diet is dietary fiber. Dietary fiber, found abundantly in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and legumes, plays several key roles in maintaining clear skin. Firstly, as we've discussed, fiber serves as the primary food source, or prebiotic, for the beneficial bacteria in your gut, supporting a healthy microbiome. Secondly, fiber acts like a sponge, soaking up and efficiently eliminating toxins and excess hormones from the body, including surplus estrogen. Hormonal balance directly impacts skin health, especially for women. An imbalance can trigger breakouts, typically resulting in acne concentrated in the lower part of the face. Thirdly, fiber slows down the absorption of sugar, which prevents sharp spikes in both blood glucose and insulin levels. Therefore, a fiber-rich diet helps combat the root causes of breakouts on multiple levels simultaneously through improved gut health, stable hormone regulation, and tighter blood sugar control. We also shouldn't overlook the incredible power of spices. Many of them are packed with potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. When it comes to skin health, turmeric is often called the queen of spices. Its active compound, curcumin, is recognized as one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory agents available. It actively works to reduce redness and calm irritated skin. Ginger also features strong anti-inflammatory benefits and is fantastic for boosting circulation, which naturally gives your skin that healthy, vibrant glow. Cinnamon, meanwhile, is excellent for helping regulate blood sugar levels, a critical factor, as we know, in preventing breakouts and managing acne. Make sure to incorporate these spices into your daily meals, drinks, and smoothies. It's an easy way to amplify the anti-inflammatory power of your diet while introducing delicious new flavors to your food. For instance, golden milk, a warming drink made with plant-based milk, turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon, can become the perfect, calming addition to your nightly beauty routine. The frequent question we hear is, which is better for your skin, green tea or coffee? While both beverages are rich in antioxidants, there are key nuances to consider. Coffee, particularly when consumed in excess, can elevate cortisol, the primary stress hormone, and stress, as we know, is a major driver of both acne breakouts and accelerated aging. Furthermore, coffee acts as a strong diuretic, flushing fluids from the system, which can potentially lead to dehydration. Green tea, on the other hand, contains significantly less caffeine and offers a multitude of skin benefits. Its potent polyphenols, especially EGCG, actively combat inflammation, shield against UV damage, and may help regulate oil production. Therefore, when evaluating the two beverages purely for skin health, green tea is the clear preference. This doesn't mean you need to swear off coffee completely, but sticking to 1 or 2 cups of high-quality coffee a day is a reasonable limit, and always remember to counteract that diuretic effect by pairing each cup with an extra glass of water. Let's talk about the effects of alcohol. Unfortunately, when it comes to our skin, there's really no good news. Alcohol attacks the skin on multiple fronts. First off, it severely dehydrates your system. For every unit of alcohol consumed, the body requires several times that amount of water just to process it. The result is dull, lax, and tired-looking skin, where fine lines and wrinkles become far more pronounced. Secondly, alcohol is highly pro-inflammatory. It causes vasodilation, which leads to facial flushing and redness, and can seriously exacerbate existing conditions like rosacea. Thirdly, alcohol puts a massive strain on the liver, which is our body's primary detoxification organ. When the liver is busy prioritizing the processing of alcohol, its efficiency in removing other toxins decreases. Unfortunately, this backup often manifests directly on your skin. And finally, many alcoholic beverages, especially cocktails, are loaded with sugar, and we all know the detrimental effects sugar has on our complexion. Granted, an occasional glass of dry red wine probably won't do major harm. However, regular or heavy alcohol consumption will inevitably sabotage all the effort you put into your skincare routine. Let's try to put all this knowledge together into a sample one-day meal plan so we can see what it looks like in practice. For breakfast, we'll have oatmeal prepared with water or plant milk, along with a handful of berries, a teaspoon of chia seeds, and a few walnuts. Lunch consists of a large salad made from various greens and vegetables of all colors of the rainbow, topped with a piece of baked salmon and dressed with olive oil. For dinner, enjoy baked sweet potato with chicken breast and a serving of steamed broccoli. For snacks throughout the day, you can choose an apple, a handful of almonds, or plain yogurt. And of course, don't forget to drink plenty of water and green tea. This meal plan will provide you with all the essential nutrients: healthy fats, quality protein, complex carbohydrates, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And finally, perhaps the most crucial point of all, patience and consistency. Don't expect your skin to magically transform after just one day of healthy eating. Nutrition is a long game. The average skin cell renewal cycle takes about 28 days, and this process naturally slows down as we age. To see the first real changes, you need to stick to your new regimen for at least a month, or ideally 2 or 3. This gives your body enough time to absorb the necessary nutrients, reduce systemic inflammation, and normalize your gut function. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results after only a week. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Take a before picture and compare it to an after picture 2 months later. You'll be amazed at how much your skin can transform just through simple changes on your plate. The key is to treat this not as a temporary diet, but as a permanent lifestyle change. So let's wrap things up. Today, we took a deep dive into the world of skin nutrition. The main takeaway is this: our skin truly is a mirror of our internal health, especially when it comes to our diet. We discovered that achieving that healthy glow doesn't require magic pills. It relies on very real, accessible foods: fatty fish, avocados, nuts, berries, and brightly colored vegetables. These are the essential sources of omega-3s, vitamins, antioxidants, and minerals that fight inflammation, support collagen production, and protect our body from the inside out. We also identified the main culprits: sugar, dairy for certain individuals, and critically, industrially processed foods that trigger breakouts and accelerate aging. The most remarkable thing is that caring for your skin through nutrition is fundamentally caring for your entire body. Clear, radiant skin is simply a wonderful side effect of living a truly healthy lifestyle. It's not about strict diets or harsh restrictions. It's about making conscious choices that prioritize whole, natural foods. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I truly hope it was helpful and inspired you to make positive changes. If it did, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future episodes. Now, a quick question for you. Which of these skin-boosting foods are you already eating regularly? And which piece of advice from this video are you planning to incorporate into your routine first? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really looking forward to reading your answers.